Please note, OCG is a fictional character. Any resemblance to persons alive, dead, or undead is purely coincidental.
Shut up, Bertrum!
Okay, shutting up.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Obsessive Compulsive Gaming. I am the Obsessive Compulsive Gamer, joined once again by my faithful manservant / factotum Bertrum. Say hello, Bertrum.
Hello, Bertrum.
And this is our live stream for insert game title here. So let me just begin by saying that this stream was made for children. I mean, not made for children. So, Mum and Dad, if you decide to show this to your children, maybe mute the audio. Now, let's commence with the profanity-strewn livestream that contains references to sex, mutilation, and torture. Ha ha ha! I'm only kidding. There is no torture. So, do you realize, Bertrum, that we have been streaming now for over a year?
Oh, wow.
Yes, how things have changed this last year. Well, you died and were resurrected a la Jesus Christ, or as I like to call him, the Zuz. I married and divorced a woman who literally had sex with everything. Men, women, buildings. True story. She is the first woman in human history to actually bring the Eiffel Tower to orgasm.
Oh, my.
Yes, and I have become steadily more and more intolerant, and incontinent, and impotent. So, in a nutshell, a lot has happened this last year. Now, speaking of my ex-wife, did I tell you, Bertrum, that my ex-wife actually worked on the original Night of the Living Dead softcore pornography parody, Night of the Living Bed, about a bed that would come to life and eat people foolish enough to make love on it. Interesting, no? What are you doing, Bertrum?
I'm looking for the movie online.
Well, you can do that later. It's bollocks anyway. Do you know what else is bollocks, Bertrum? Something has just come to mind and I simply must rant. I mean, tell you about it. There is something very misleading about RPG titles. Dragon Quest, for instance, has absolutely nothing to do with a dragon. And Final Fantasy, well, how can it be the final one if you keep bloody making them? Let's see, the last story? Well, it most certainly was not the last story. Lost Odyssey? Well, it's not bloody lost. I have played it many times. I'd say it's more found Odyssey than lost Odyssey. I could go on, and I shall. Now, The Witcher, well, there's more than one Witcher, so it should be called The Witchers. Alpha Protocol. You know, I actually liked that game. I want a remaster of that game. No, I demand it. Come on, Sega. Stop fondling Sonic's rings and give me a remaster of Alpha Protocol. Now, speaking of Final Fantasy, let me tell you a story, dear viewer. Back in 1997, when I was younger than I am now, and my penis was just starting to grow, I asked my father to buy for me Final Fantasy VII, which had just been released. I excitedly awaited his return, chasing my sibling around our home with a knife while wearing a Jason Voorhees mask to pass the time.
Oh, I remember their funeral. Was a tacky affair.
'Twas that. So, my father returns with the PlayStation game under his arm. I grab it from him, as was customary in those days, and scream in horror as I behold not Final Fantasy VII, the game I had dreamed of owning, but Skull Monkeys. That's right, fucking Skull Monkeys.
Is that a real game?
Oh, it's much worse than that, Bertrum. It's a nightmare.
So what did you do?
Well, I did what any spoiled child would do. I beat him over the head with the game until blood came out of his ears. And then I took said game and traded it in at my local gaming boutique for a copy of Final Fantasy VII. I never knew what an orgasm was until I took that game home and gently inserted it into my PlayStation. 'Twas then that I realized I had also asked my father to purchase a PlayStation, and he fucking forgot.
Oh, so what did you insert the disc into?
You know, Bertrum, the cats never forgave me. But it's not all doom and gloom. Once my father recovered, he went and purchased that PlayStation, and I played Final Fantasy VII. The rest, as they say, is history.
Oh, what a lovely story.
Isn't it, though? Bertrum, do you have the notes for the review we have to record after this? No, never mind. I can see them. Interesting game we are reviewing. It was one of those games where you're able to rename the main character. So naturally, I gave them the greatest name in the world. Robin Crowley.
But that's your name.
Well done, Bertrum. On a scale of 1 to 10 on the stupid scale, you are now officially a 12. I named his best male friend Bertrum Butler.
But that's my name.
Correction, make that a 17 on the stupid scale. Give that man a medal. Actually, don't bother. He can't even spell the word medal.
You're mean.
And you're retarded. Okay, Bertrum. Number 4 on the list of all things that Japanese video games must contain. Number 4 is female characters with heaving bosoms. And you might be asking yourself, but why? Why must a Japanese video game feature such characters? And it's quite simple. For longevity of the game. You see, the average game may only take you a couple of hours to finish. But if you throw a couple of female characters into your game, particularly the ones with heaving bosoms, then lonely gamers, such as myself, whenever these characters appear on the screen, will pause the video game to indulge in a little self-love, if you catch my meaning. And that's a good thing for the longevity of the... Oh, shit. Did you know, Bertrum, that I met Mega Man myself recently? Yes. I mean, the chap's in his 40s now. You know, has a glass eye, walks with a bit of a limp. So I decided to follow him, see where he went. Luckily for me, he visited the local gentleman's toilets. And when he was urinating in that hole-in-the-wall thing. I thought I would just have a little peek, see what Mega Man is packing. But as it turns out, Bertram, he's not so much a Mega Man. Ladies and gentlemen, there will now be a 3-minute intermission, during which I may or may not be using the toilet. In my absence, my manservant Bertrum here will entertain you. May God have mercy on your souls. Ugh.
There once was a chap called Bertrum. His friends, they did desert him. But then he met Sir OCG. He's been very bad to me. He hit me once with his car. He strangled me. It was bizarre. Despite that, though, I still survived. That's not how Bertram finally died. Late one night I heard a ghost. I ignored it and craved some toast. Went down the stairs to make my snack, when suddenly, panic attack! I fell, it must be 20 flights. My body crashed with all its might into a fuse box. What a jolt! Got fried on 50,000 volts. There once was a chap called Bertram. A witch doctor did revive him. And now I work for OCG, lie on this couch eternally. I watch him make his little streams. He just makes fun of everything. All the while I plot his end. I swear one day I'll have revenge.
What are you doing? What was that?
You see I shit my pants.
Well, clean it up. We don't want ants.
I'm still a corpse, so I can't. Is this a horror game?
Is this a This isn't a horror game, per se.
Who the hell is Percy? Is he your boyfriend?
Per se, Bertram. It's a figure of speech.
Oh, that's a relief. At the very least, is this game less scary than the stories you read me at bedtime?
Look, there is absolutely nothing wrong with a bit of 50 Shades of Grey before bed.
Yes, that's fine. But do we really have to reenact all the sex scenes?
Yes, Bertram, we do. Let's, maybe keep that between us in the future, eh?
Okay.
Good man. Here, have a chocolate. Okay. For the last time, Bertram, you are not a monkey. Therefore, you are not allowed to throw poo at me. Okay? And How rude of me. I haven't even properly introduced myself yet. Well, dear viewer, my name is Professor Reuben Crowley, but you will know me as OCG, the Obsessive Compulsive Gamer. Now, some people would describe me as a disgrace of a human being, and I'm inclined to agree with them. Yes, I am. In my youth, I was what you might call a paranormal investigator. When my darling wife, Sarah, died, my quest to discover life after death became somewhat of an obsession. But alas, she had been sick for a very long time. Constipation, you see. Consumption. I remember first meeting Sarah like it was 22 years ago. She couldn't resist me. I mean, after all, how could any woman resist this tall, dark, handsome, paranormal investigating love machine? Yes. Shall I continue? I think I became interested in the realm of paranormal investigation not to find proof of life after death, but simply to find my Sarah and tell her again that I liked her a lot. I know tragedy all too well. It's like an ugly cousin to me. All of my life I have known nothing but rejection and despair. You see, it started when I was very young and my parents died. They taught me everything I know. Son, my father would say, there are only two things in this life you must remember. Keep away from priests and liquor. Now, the night that they met their end was on their 124th wedding anniversary. Daddy, my father, took mother to dinner. But alas, when they were walking home, they crossed a busy road and were stabbed to death by an alcoholic priest. Over the years, I have been everything, from a serial killer to a detective, a Satanist to a vegan, a bastard to a cannibal. To fill the time, I started gaming and masturbating. Gaming while masturbating. A lot of repetitive strain injury, as you can imagine. So now I am OCG, the obsessive compulsive gamer, streamer, YouTuber. I've become rather obsessed with not only gaming, but taking over Twitch itself, and then I will rule the entire world. That's my evil laugh, in case it wasn't obvious.
What's the hardest game you've ever played?
Ghosts and Goblins, the original one. In fact, let me tell you a story since you brought it up. When I was just a little nipper, with barely a hair upon my upper lip, my father bought me a copy of the original Ghosts and Goblins for the Mega Drive, and I hated him from that very day. I would say that's the reason he was murdered, but it's definitely one of them. The main reason is that he later bought me a copy of Bubsy 3D for the PlayStation.
Oh, what a sad story.
Indeed. I went to trade in Bubsy 3D at my local gaming establishment, and the chap behind the desk laughed at me. He laughed, Bertrum.
Because the game was so appalling?
No, because I'd forgotten to put the disc back in the box.
Oh!
Not you too, Bertrum. Why does everyone keep laughing at me?
Maybe because you're an idiot?
What was that?
Nothing.
I'm afraid the time has come, Bertrum. It's time to tell the good people of Britain why I wear these sunglasses. And sadly, the truth is I wear these sunglasses because I am blind.
Really?
No, not really. The actual reason I wear these sunglasses is because I have lasers inside my eyes. And should I remove these sunglasses, you would be destroyed with said lasers.
Really?
No, not really. In a time long ago. In fact, Wasn't that long ago, but alas. No, Bertram, I didn't say ass, I said alas. It means, whatever. No matter. In a time, not that long ago, I found myself looking for employment. My life is an expensive one, you see. This bow tie that I am wearing cost me an arm and a leg. Not mine, you understand, but I was able to procure an arm and a leg from, somewhere. Long story short, I am wandering the night. It is cold. It is raining. I think it was raining. I'm approached by a man. He tells me that his wife is untrue to him. She is an adulterer. She has been having a torrid affair with his brother for over a year now. He offers me a large sum of money and asks only one thing of me. So I respond, get down onto my knees and prepare to fillet the gentleman, who, whereupon, he tells me that he would like me to kill his wife. Now I'm embarrassed. I do that. I was just tying my shoelaces. It is then that I notice that my shoes have no laces. Luckily for me, though, the man ignores this and iterates again that he would like me to kill his wife, to be an assassin for him. It is here that I have misunderstood the word assassin and proceeded to bend over and drop my trousers. Luckily for me, the man is blind. So he says a third time, I would like you to kill my wife, to which I say, I'd rather not. I'm desperate, but I'm not that desperate.
Isn't this game splendid, Bertrum? Bertram. Hello, Bertram.
Oh, did you say something?
I did. Your name. 3 times.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just looking at this review for an adult movie of Downton Abbey. It's called Go Down on Abbey.
Oh, I see. Does it sound good?
Like Mr. Kipling's cakes, it sounds exceedingly good.
Oh, check Amazon for a copy on Blu-ray then.
Already done. Along with a copy of your ex-wife's film, Night of the Living Dead.
Ah, well done, Bertram. You know, I think I may have an addiction to pornography.
Oh.
Yes, it is a problem. I'm seeing my gynecologist about it on Thursday.
You don't need to see a gynecologist for that.
No, but he gives a hell of a rectal examination. Yes.
Splatterhouse, indeed. I tell you, Bertram, if you want to see what an actual splatterhouse looks like, you only have to come round to my parents' house at Christmas. I've never seen such a bloodbath. Year after year, inevitably some relative of mine gets drunk, and another relative will take them out with a turkey baster. I don't think I've actually told you this, Bertram, but my great-great-great-great-great-Aunt Delilah circumcised my great-great-great-great-great-Uncle Humphrey with only a wooden spoon. Yes, remarkable. Who knew you could circumcise someone with a...
OCG. OCG. OCG.
I'm OCG.
It'll just be a minute. Costume change. Now, we did have another actor in mind for OCK, but, apparently alcoholic, washed-up actors and firearms don't mix. Who knew?
You know, I've been thinking, Bertram. We need to review more Call of Duty games on the channel.
Don't say the name.
What name? Call of Duty?
Never say that name. It's said if you look into a mirror and say it 3 times, a swarm of adolescents will emerge and spew abuse at you.
Oh, thank you for warning me, Bertram. I'm also thinking we should get a dog.
You have a dog. Me.
Not quite, Bertram. You see, a dog is actually useful.
Well, what can a dog do that I can't do?
Lick its own genitals?
But that's not fair.
Because you don't have any genitals.
Oh, you think you're so funny.
I don't think, Bertram. I know I'm funny. Bloody hilarious, actually. Did you know, Bertram, that I once trained a dog to lift a grand piano with just its nose?
That's a lie.
How dare you, Bertram? I would never dream of telling you a... Yes, it is a lie. I almost had you convinced, though, didn't I?
Not at all.
What was that? I'm a ball? Well, thank you, Bertram. I'm glad you enjoy my company, because I am the one and only. Ain't nobody else quite like me. I am the one and only. Forget the rest of the words.
Did we really require the singing?
There's always time for some singing, Bertram. You know, I remember fondly when that song came out, as I was still being breastfed.
But you were 17.
Yes? What's your point, Bertram?
You should have stopped at the singing. Now you've turned this stream into something sordid.
Have you watched any of our reviews, Bertram? I turn all of them into something sordid. Even the Disney ones.
Oh, yeah. That one viewer threatened to castrate you.
Oh, yes. Joke's on them. You see, I'm already circumcised.
Oh, I didn't know you were Jewish.
I'm not. You see, I got my Colonel Mustard stuck in the fridge door. I shouldn't be too harsh on that viewer, though. I believe they were a lesbian.
Oh, all you care about are lesbians.
That's not true. I also care about escorts, prostitutes, glamour models, celebrities who don't wear bras, and then lesbians. Oh, bug 'em. Oh, break time already? Gosh. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That brings an end to tonight's sex show. I mean, live stream. Damn it, I always say that. If you enjoyed this live stream, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't enjoyed it, well then, feel free to give me a thumbs down. Don't forget to hit that bloody like, subscribe, bell button thingy. Feel free to share this video with everyone you know. But remember the single most important thing I always tell you, dear viewer, and that is to always stay obsessed with gaming. Say goodbye, Bertrum.
Goodbye, Bertrum!
Are you still here? Go away! I'm sure you've got something better to do with your time. No, seriously. Piss off. Be gone. Au revoir. Auf Wiedersehen. Bye. What in the hell is wrong with you? Go away. Vacate this space. Hit the cross at the top of the screen. The video is done. It's over. It's finito. It's caputo.
Please note